a big-time wrestling original.
There are nights wrestling fans never forget. And then there are nights promoters wish they could erase from history. August 2009, Webster, Massachusetts. The Outdoor Summer Spectacular. Just Incredible versus John Walters. Terry Funk as the special enforcer. Tension rising, bodies flying. And then it breaks loose. John Walters and John Cena Sr. start attacking Terry Funk. The ring's in chaos. The crowd is losing it. And right when it feels like the whole thing is about to collapse, the NWO music hits. A beat of disbelief. And then you hear it. Sirens. A police car comes down to the ring, lights flashing, siren blaring, and Scott Hall steps out to restore order. And by the end of the night, fans are in the ring is damaged, and the big-time wrestling championship, gone, stripped the very next day.
And due to this outside interference by Scott Hall and even legendary Terry Funk at the Summer Spectacular, I must strip the heavyweight title from Just Incredible.
So how did Just Incredible go from headline champion to absolute chaos, and then back again to ignite one of BTW's bloodiest title feuds? Let's rewind. By late 2008, big-time wrestling was building something that would eventually make it one of the biggest independent wrestling companies in the country. But back then, it wasn't a national name yet. It was still a hungry regional group in Massachusetts, grinding week to week and growing crowd by crowd. And the heart of it was places like the Webster Town Hall, a regular home base where the locals knew the roster, the rivalries felt personal, and word of mouth mattered as much as posters and flyers. That's the environment Just Incredible walks into with instant gravity, because whether fans loved him or hated him, they recognized him. And in a scene that's still fighting for mainstream attention, recognition isn't a bonus, it's leverage. In BTW, the championship picture wasn't just about who could wrestle. It was about who could headline and move tickets in buildings like Webster. Credible wasn't coming in to have good matches. He was coming in to take a spot. And the fastest way to do that was simple. Target the BTW Championship and the man standing in his way, John Walters. The Credible Walters feud doesn't just happen in big-time wrestling. It builds like a domino line. And it starts in Webster, where the title scene is already messy before Credible even gets his hands on the belt. November 2008. John Walters retains the BTW Championship, and it isn't clean. John Cena Sr. is right there in the mix, tipping the balance and making it clear this title reign is going to come with baggage. And that's when Just Incredible makes his move. He challenges Walters to Extreme Rules the very next month. December 2008. Extreme Rules arrives and it stops being a normal title match almost immediately. This isn't contained to the ring. They battled throughout the town hall, spilling into the aisles, crashing into corners, and swinging anything they could get their hands on. Chairs, ladders, everything becomes a weapon, and the crowd is close enough to feel every impact. Danny Davis is brought in as the special enforcer, the supposed equalizer. The one person who's supposed to keep John Cena Sr. from tipping the match. But the deeper story here isn't the rules. It's the manipulation. Because when the moment comes, Davis doesn't keep order. He sells out. Bought off by Cena Sr., he double-crosses Credible at the worst possible time, and suddenly, it's 3-on-1. Walters survives again, the numbers take over, until Spike Dudley hits the ring and saves Credible from the three-man beatdown. And with that one run-in, the rivalry stops being man versus man. It becomes a war, so the next step is inevitable. Tables match. January 2009, Just Incredible and Spike Dudley versus John Walters and Danny Davis. Tables. And this time, Credible and Spike get the win. But even after the match, the chaos doesn't stop. John Cena Sr. starts running his mouth again, until he gets interrupted by a voice nobody in that building can ignore. Ric Flair, who doesn't come to smile at the crowd. He has a purpose.
Just incredible. I don't care who you got or what you got. I own every stinking referee in the country, and there's nobody, and I mean nobody, that can referee this match and call it down the middle, because I'll buy him and you'll still be a loser.
Woo! You smell that? It's excitement in the air. You know why? You know why? Because the nature boy Ric Flair, that's right, 16 times your world champion, the greatest that ever lived. No brag, just fact. Returns to Webster, Mass. The 29th big championship match. John Walters, just an incredible. And our key factor I've been hearing about for the past month. Walters, I understand your mentor, your manager, is John Cena Sr. Let me explain something to you, Cena Sr. The reason your son enjoyed so much success in the WWE prior to my retirement is he never had to wrestle me. All that glory, all that fame would have been short-lived. I love your son. I respect him. He's a franchise. He's the WWE. But there's only one. Woo, I say one. And your son knows it. Nature Boy. And I return to Webster, Mass. Limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, to referee that all-important championship match. And Cena Sr., you make a mistake of getting involved, and the Nature Boy will ride you hard, woo, and put you up wet. Woo! Webster, Nature Boy, woo, 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 on his way. This is for real. Ric Flair right here in this very ring. Oh yeah.
And that's the pivot point. Because when Ric Flair says he's there to keep something under control, you already know it's about to get out of control. By March 2009, this isn't just another title defense. This is the payoff to months of interference, buy-offs, and numbers games inside the Webster Town Hall. John Walters is still the champion, John Cena Sr. is still lurking, and Just Incredible has spent the entire winter learning the same lesson over and over. Nothing in this feud stays one-on-one for long. That's why tonight has a safeguard. Ric Flair. Not as a guest, not as a cameo, as the special guest referee. The message is simple. Cena doesn't get to decide this one. Because if Credible can't win the belt with Flair calling it down the middle, he may never win it. And if Walters can't survive without the usual escape routes, then his reign ends tonight. So let's go to Webster and let this match tell the story.
TJ comes on one.
This is another time I'm out here looking at these idiots in Webster. I'm getting pretty tired of it. Pay a little respect to your heavyweight champion, whether you like it or not.
You know, normally I would take all the praise in the world, but right now, tonight, that's not what it's all about. What it's all about is 16-time heavyweight champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair. And don't get used to it, because I'm not going to do this much, but for once, even though this country's in a recession, the economy's horrible, you people came in, you broke the attendance record here in Webster. Give yourselves a round of applause. So congratulations for managing to fit 1,000 of the ugliest human beings in one building. Now I know what Ric Flair is thinking. He's thinking all you people came to see him. And although there may be 5 or 6, hell, maybe even 12 of you that did come to see Flair, all of you are here to see big-time wrestling heavyweight champion John Walters. That's why. So if all of you came to see Ric Flair referee this match, it's not going to happen because Space Mountain is dead. These fans, these chicks want to ride the hurricane.
Yeah! was last Monday night on Raw when, woo, Nature Boy Ric Flair got 11 staples in his head based on my man, Chris Jericho. Flair, you look like a blood bank. You gave and gave and gave. Your $500 suit was ripped off. You look like the has-been. You are. Just like those other three slobs. Let me tell you something, brother. Jimmy, Superman, Snooker, Pooh. Ricky, the Dragon, Steamboat. And a man who I despise because he wears a skirt, Rowdy Roddy Piper. You all think Flair's going to referee this match? I've got the brains, I've got the money, and let me tell you something, Webster, I assure you that the Nature Boy will never referee this match.
The biggest problem I have with this whole thing is that I love your son, and you have a lot of talent. Okay? But if you start to ask what I'm doing, there's about two for sure. Not counting the camera girl, that'd be three that want to live the legend tonight.
No way!
Am I saying that right? 1, 2. Raise your hands, girls. Okay, so the fact that I'm not staying in Bristol retires that fact, okay? But I'm here, and I want to say thank you sincerely to all of you for coming out. I've gotten a lot of flack over this because people understand that I love this business, and seeing my son wrestle the match just like this now gives me a thrill of a lifetime. I learned in building just like this every night. This is how I learned my craft, how I learned to be a professional wrestler, okay? And you have got everything that it takes to be a great player. So
30 subs!
But My real issue is with a guy that, you gotta be my age, how old are you? Mr. Flair? Don't fragment me. How old are you?
Same age as you, 45.
Well, I'm 6'0". But there ain't two guys on the roster here tonight that can kick my ass. No. And for sure, and God, I love your son to death. Who doesn't love John Cena? Really? If you think I knocked him out of the ballpark in my heyday, your kid beat my record. That's right. Your kid is one of my best. I've actually taught him how to be a world champion. I actually taught him to buy his first round of drinks. You didn't raise him the right way. When you become a world champion, you celebrate the celebrity and the personality and the prestige of being a world champion. And by the way, what is your name?
Old man, don't do it, because the Geritol's gone, your vitamin pills are finished, and the wheelchair and stretcher is waiting. You will not be the guest referee. Right here, in writing, you are not cleared to wrestle. And if you can't wrestle, old man, you cannot referee.
So now I just remember what, like, it actually tells you when I started. Like, give or take a month or so. Because I just shot my first show. But it now gets to the point where it looks like I gotta get new shirts. Because I can tell I'm recycling too much. minutes.
And that's the payoff. After months of interference, buy-offs, and numbers games, Just Incredible finally wins the Big Time Wrestling Championship, and it happens under the one set of eyes John Cena Sr. can't manipulate. Ric Flair doesn't just count the fall tonight, he seals it. He makes the title change official in the cleanest way this feud was ever going to allow. And for the first time in this story, the excuses disappear. But this is where part one ends, because winning the belt is one thing. Keeping it in big-time wrestling is something else entirely. In part two, we're going to cover Just Incredible's title reign, how the target on his back gets bigger, how Big Rick Fuller becomes the next threat, and how John Cena Sr. doesn't vanish. He evolves.